Each week, from across America, 2 families are chosen. Meet the Patricks, a patriotic ex-military family. They're pro-war and pro-Bush. Mom served in the Air Force and expects military discipline from the kids. And the Learwoods, an anti-Bush pacifist family. They encourage their kids to defy authority, and their mom believes the U.S. government should be tried for war crimes. 2 women living 2 very different lives are given an extraordinary opportunity to swap husbands, homes, and kids for 2 weeks.
I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. That part would be impossible for me.
What happens when they have to live by their new family's rules?
Dan doesn't see the need to clean himself daily. If you have any questions about this, take a whiff.
And what happens when the wives impose their lifestyles on their new families?
Tyler and Brennan will help me collect the arsenal of toy guns, bombers, tanks, and violent video games, pack them up, and remove them from the house.
That's not fun.
There'll be conflict.
You're not worshiping the flag.
You're telling me to
You're
pledge
showing respect
allegiance
for
to
the
it, and
people
you're
that
telling
died for you
I'm
to be
showing
able to run
respect
your
for the
mouth the
people
way
that
that you
died.
There'll be tears.
I feel like if I'm not perfect, I'm not good enough for him. Even though I know he loves me, that if I don't do it perfect, that he'll find somebody who does.
And everyone will discover something new.
There's so much more important to worry about than whether or not the carpet's clean.
Swapping wives, changing lives, 2 families at a time. Fort Patrick is set in the heartland of rural Kentucky. Ex-Air Force Senior Airman Sherry Patrick runs her house and her family to strict military standards.
There's nowhere else that's going to teach you what the military teaches you as far as discipline and respect.
I don't want to hear anything but yes, ma'am.
If somebody is higher ranking than you are, tells you to do something,
You do it.
there's no questions asked, you do it.
Do you understand me? Have a seat.
Husband Ryan also served his country as a sergeant in the U.S. Cavalry and saw active service in Bosnia.
I've got best friends that's in Iraq, and yeah, it kind of makes me feel like, I want to be with them.
Bush did exactly what we needed to do. People have died to give us our freedom, and people will have to die to give other countries their freedom.
If I wasn't married, didn't have the children, I'd still be there.
Stopping Ryan from going to the front line are 8-year-old Private Tyler from Sherry's first marriage, 5-year-old Trooper Brennan, and the latest recruit, 2-year-old Haley.
Then pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
In Fort Patrick, the kids lead an ordered life. There's no room for fun or creativity.
It's constant cleaning. I mean, I don't even get to sleep at night.
Sherry believes basic training will give them a head start in life.
It would help teenagers a lot to spend a year or 2 in the military. Pick it up. They teach you how to dress. Your appearance has to be a certain way, and you learned that because they forced you to.
Sherry's day starts with a 6 a.m. march, and she keeps to a demanding military routine.
You're ahead of schedule. You got dressed fast this morning.
Ryan works shifts at a local steel mill from 10 a.m. till midnight. He rarely sees his kids and never helps with the children or the chores.
I work a lot. I'm gone from the house 13, 14 hours a day. I don't want to come home and do anything with the house.
He literally works himself to death, and I love that about him. But it tends to be one of the things that's hard, because you kind of just by yourself.
Sherry's military training dictates her family life. Her Christian faith gives her spiritual guidance.
I think it's important to let people know about your values in Christ and what He can do for them.
But now, Sherry's about to abandon her pro-Bush, pro-war, pro-USA life to swap places with a woman she's never met hundreds of miles away in Minnesota. The Learwoods are a radical liberal family who refuse to conform. They're anti-Bush, anti-military, anti-war.
I'm a pacifist. I'm trying to create a dream for the world that we could live in a world without war.
Part-time art teacher Mina Learwood is a local activist whose family have protested against war all their lives.
My grandparents worked for peace their whole lives, and they're Jewish, and they worked for peace even through the Second World War. I honestly feel the Bush administration should be tried in a criminal court.
Mina lives with husband Greg and their 2 teenage sons, 15-year-old Avram and 17-year-old Dan, who was adopted aged 4. And in the Learwood democracy, everyone is equal.
Most of the household chores are kind of balanced between all 4 individuals in the family.
There are no rules and regulations, and the boys are encouraged to be free thinkers who question authority.
We've tried to educate our kids to examine issues and really form their own opinion.
Would you agree with you doing all the cooking, all the washing, all the cleaning?
We encourage that dissent.
Dan and Avram have grown up questioning everything and respecting no one.
No, because the reason you're slandering me and saying that I was personally attacking her is because...
Dan has got to be the most interesting person that ever entered my life.
The first 2.5 years of school, I didn't do anything. Public schools in the U.S., they're training you not to be a thinker. They're training you just do what they say.
He's outspoken, and I just love that.
I believe the United States needs to be dismantled and broken up.
And it's not just Dan's politics that are revolting.
We're always begging Dan to please take a shower and wash your clothes.
It's the day of the swap, and the wives prepare to leave their families behind. What do they hope to gain from the experience?
I am doing this kind of out of a hope that Ryan will learn to appreciate what I do for him.
I don't feel like pacifists ever get their side of the story told. So I'm looking forward to that.
After a 1,000-mile trip, the wives finally see where they will be living for the next 2 weeks.
Is it the purple one? Send Bush packing. What? Oh my God. So they're hippies?
Before they meet their new families, the wives have a chance to explore their new homes.
Gonna be interesting. There's a sword hanging over the bed. They do go to like peace rallies and stuff, don't they?
I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. That part would be impossible for me.
I don't have unrealistic views on war. They obviously seem to.
W.
They have a bedroom down here?
3 young children. Where is all their stuff? It doesn't look lived in much.
Oh my God, they let their kids have like condoms and stuff? Is this a kid's room?
I don't like the idea of teaching children how to drop bombs.
That's a bit evil looking.
To a world-class trooper for good conduct. Wow.
Each wife is left a manual as a guide to the running of their home.
We believe war is immoral and that American troops should be withdrawn now.
We have friends who are fighting in Iraq, and we think President Bush has gotten things right with his policies.
If war is immoral, then why do they live here? Because war had brought America to where it is.
There's already been way too much bloodshed with almost nothing to gain from it.
Dan has chosen to be an atheist. Oh, my Lord.
I make the rooms ready for inspection by lining shoes up under the beds.
Dan doesn't see the need to clean himself daily.
Children lining up their shoes. Why?
If you have any questions about this, take a whiff.
Peacenik liberal anti-Bush Mina Learwood has swapped lives with military mom, ex-Air Force Bush supporter Sherry Patrick. For the first week, the wives must live by the rules of their new family. Later, they get to make some changes. It's the moment of truth. The wives are about to come face to face with their new husbands and children.
Oh my goodness, hello.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Tyler. Nice to meet you.
What wonderful manners you have.
Dan, okay. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm Greg
Hi,
Learwood.
Greg.
Welcome
Tall.
to our home. Yeah.
I'm Mina Learwood. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
I'm your new wife.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan just seems very polite.
This is little Haley.
He's softer spoken than I expected. Hi, Haley.
She's very nice. She knows her manners.
I guess I'm gonna have some new friends here.
I was active duty Air Force for 5 years. We are total Bush supporters.
We have very differing political views, but she seems very nice.
I don't blame troops in Iraq at all. What I blame is the pigs that are running the entire military and sending these poor people to their death every day so they can get their own personal capital gains.
I take it as a personal attack when somebody is totally that disrespectful because I did serve my country.
So do you think it was right for these people to come over and blow up the World
No, I
Trade
don't
Center?
think that was right.
Who did we
It was the
retaliate
Saudis that did this terrorist act. Why do we not attack Saudi Arabia? Because we are in bed with Saudi Arabia because we need their oil.
He's lucky that he's not my child.
It's the first morning of the swap.
Good morning, everybody.
Mina's got to stick to Sherry's strict military routine, which starts with a 40-minute march. Then she has to wake the troops, clean the house, and get Tyler on a school bus by 8 o'clock, while Ryan sleeps in after a late shift.
I do not know how Sherry does everything that she does.
It's a pretty intimidating routine.
We've got to go. Tyler, it's right here.
It's Sherry's first morning in Minnesota, and she's finding it impossible to break from her military routine. She cooks the family breakfast, something Mina would never do.
You gotta wait until rule change if you want to do it because we make our own breakfast here. She did the whole housewife thing. I don't know what punishment for that or whatever, but make her burn an American flag. Maybe no.
There are things I think Mina needs to focus more on when it comes to family life and discipline with her children and things. Come rule change, the family is going to go back to being a family.
Mina's discovering the Patrick house is more like a military barracks than a family home.
There's a certain amount of following orders that goes on.
And Trooper Brennan already knows how to give orders.
No, it doesn't go like that.
How about like that? I think in a house that has children, you should have lots of room to play. Does it look like your bed should look? They should be able to cut loose a little bit. All right, how are these shoes supposed to go?
Straight in the line.
Move it. It just doesn't look like kids live here. She needs to lighten up on herself and her family.
In Minnesota, Sherry's trying to establish exactly how the chores are shared out, because nobody seems to be doing them.
In the morning, are the boys supposed to make their beds, or is there any like rule?
They changed their sheets.
Do you know if they actually did?
I don't know. But I asked them if they did, and they said they didn't. So.
Okay. Ew, gross me out. That is disgusting. I don't know why somebody would let their kids sleep on just filth. I think if you're gonna give your kids chores, you're gonna have to hold them to it.
In Kentucky, Mina's been up and working for 3 hours. It's now 9 a.m. and time to make Ryan his breakfast.
Yeah, the house ain't a wreck. Did you have a good morning?
The thing is, your wife is overloaded. And part of it is because you're not doing as much
One
as she
reason I
is.
don't do as much at the house is because I work so much.
What she's doing is pretty much close to 24 hours a day. If you saw dog hair on the rug, would you vacuum it yourself?
With Sherry, it's going to get done anyway, so.
Oh my God.
As usual, Ryan's working overtime and won't see his children again until the following morning.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, baby. I'll be home around 11:15.
Okay.
I am a little worried that he doesn't spend enough time with his family.
He's always working. I hardly even get to say hi to him when he gets home.
In Minnesota, Sherry's finding it difficult to adapt to a house where running the home isn't the wife's responsibility.
I would want more for him to be able to say he can rely on his wife a little more to make sure the laundry's done and make sure that the house is clean and not be wondering, are the kids going to do their chores all the time?
In Kentucky, it's 9 p.m. Ryan's still at work and Mina's trying to get the kids to bed.
I hate that thing.
But Brennan wants to show Mina his favorite toy.
If a kid in my neighborhood had this toy, it would be a very dangerous thing to have. It looks so real that the police might even think this was a real gun.
And they tried to shoot me with it?
That has happened in my neighborhood, unfortunately. We shouldn't be giving our children violent toys so they can learn to kill each other. It's unsafe.
In Minnesota, following Mina's rules, Sherry has to go out and protest in the streets against war.
So have you ever been to a rally of any sort?
No.
No political rallies at all?
Nope. Freedom! I'm not shouting, peace, and I'm not shouting anything bad about Bush, but I'm for freedom, and who isn't?
People don't sit down and talk. They use weapons. And we can't solve anything with weapons. All we do is end up with dead people.
Definitely unrealistic people. Peace is never going to happen. It never has existed. What do they think? It's going to happen in, like, some miracle?
Tyler's returned from school with some art homework. Even in his art class, war is high on the agenda.
Why are you making that?
People in Iraq that's risking their lives to save our country. That's what made me think of drawing this.
Some of your dad's friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your mom's friends.
Both of my dads were in the Army, and they never died.
Thank God.
I'm trying to figure out how we can set up a peace vigil here and make it very clear that you can say no to war. It's a possibility.
In Minnesota, the family are having a night in together, making peace signs. But peace is the last thing on Dan's mind.
Politics is the biggest thing right now. Politics dictates how you live, so.
Not to me.
Not to you.
My religion dictates how I live.
The religion, okay, that goes even farther then, because religion is something you can't help. Religion is something you can't help because some invisible guy in the sky tells you you're gonna go to hell if you don't do the right thing. That's a dictatorship. I thought you liked freedom.
The Lord is the only freedom there is because...
The Lord does not exist.
In your eye.
Then what is it you see that proves that there's a Lord?
His presence is in every part of my life. I feel him. I don't have to see him. That's what faith is about.
Faith is like blind belief in something. What solid evidence is there that he is around?
I don't believe in, for a second, that anything I've ever been through didn't make me who I am today.
Jesus was a carpenter that talked a lot.
It's not something, I think Sherry herself searches.
There's no proof.
Every day.
The Bible was written 100 years after he died. I'm sorry to be sorry.
No, that's fine. I think that people...
He makes me just kind of on guard, and I just don't know how he can have so much hatred as young as he is.
It's not something I regret saying, because it's something I think she needs to hear, because otherwise she's not going to hear that point of view ever in her community, I guarantee you.
I hate to think I've taught Dan to be that insensitive, and I guess that just really hits home for me.
Today, everything is about to change in the Patrick and Learwood households as the new wives take control.
I think Dan is gonna fight me tooth and nail, and I ain't his mother.
Let's have some fun. I mean, my goodness, this isn't boot camp, this is life.
The families are summoned to the rules change ceremony. It's time for the wives to lay down the new rules which the families must obey.
I think that this house is run like a boot camp. It's regimented and oppressive. Also, Ryan, you need to look at the big picture. You need to understand that war is wrong. Aggression and violence can never be justified.
I am sick of living in a house adorned with all of these liberal
political stuff. You will all take it all down.
We will organize a peace vigil. And guess what?
What?
I want you to give the first speech denouncing the evils of war.
Like the military, a family needs rules and structure to function efficiently. Dan and Abram, when responding to me, you will use yes or no, ma'am.
Ryan, you work hard for your family, but you're never here. This week, your work schedule has been changed. I want you to spend some quality time with your children and me.
Greg, you're the man of the house. You work hard every day to provide for this family. You shouldn't have to worry about all these domestic duties. As the wife, I will be cleaning the house from now on.
You guys need to let go and express yourselves. You each have to create a work of art that we will put up around the house. Also, I'm giving you the downstairs TV room for your new personal play space.
America is the greatest country in the world. I'm putting an American flag in the front of the house, and then we will say the Pledge of Allegiance when the flag is raised, and you will show your respect to this country.
We're going to have a dinner party dressed as an imaginary creature. Tyler, you get to create the costume that your stepdad will wear.
I'm gonna make it ugly.
It better not be a girl or something.
No further discussion will be had on the rules in this house.
If you want a place that is based on freedom, then you have to teach freedom to your
Sorry,
children.
what did I ask you to refer to me? I said,
Oh, yes, ma'am. Well,
ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Not,
You're gonna have
not
to hit
give
me
me
with a
grief
baseball
about
bat for
my
that.
rules. It's yes,
I don't
ma'am.
refer to fascists as ma'am.
Tyler and Brennan will help me collect the arsenal of toy guns, bombers, tanks, and violent video games, pack them up, and remove them from the house.
That's not fun.
You tell me a part of that ain't nuts. Let's go. That's just absolutely insane.
You don't know anything about right and wrong because you've grown up in a secluded area listening to nothing but what the propaganda they push into your brain.
I don't think that's true.
You are so a teenager.
I'm so a teenager, and you are so an ignorant American.
You're gonna drop and give me 20 push-ups.
I am?
Yes.
Then pick me up and make me do 20 push-ups right now because I'm not gonna get off my ass and give you 20 push-ups.
There's no swearing. I'm sorry.
It's the day after rules changed, and it's out with the boot camp regime.
A little bit more comfortable.
Mina has created a playroom for the kids so they can have fun and express themselves. But first, she wants them to surrender their toys of mass destruction.
Okay, guys, we gotta load these war toys up and get them out of the house.
I made it myself.
But because it has bombs on it, it's got to go.
Can cover it up.
Oh, yeah, that looks quite dangerous. Let's put that in there, Haley. That's got to go. Okay, the handmade one. Kill.
Yeah, that's why.
They don't see it as taking guns. They see it as you're taking my toys. And no, that's no fun for them.
Having assumed command of the Learwood house, Sherry is quick to target the liberal propaganda.
We want a neutral ground.
I don't care about this one.
And then, is that like something rainbow?
It's for, openness towards homosexuals. Hell no.
It's not. It's not that I'm homophobic.
I don't mind this. Sherry is spewing out all this discrimination, yet she preaches so much freedom. Part of preaching freedom and part of endorsing democracy is listening to the other point of view. And keeping it there, not ignoring it and pretending it doesn't exist.
Keep on talking, nobody's listening.
In Kentucky, Ryan returns to find military discipline has collapsed at Fort Patrick.
Where's all these toys come from?
From my closet. This is gonna be the new playroom.
The new playroom?
Yeah.
And it's not just in the playroom where standards have slipped.
Mina don't care what her house looks like, just that things should just be free. You gonna clean this up before you go to bed? Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
She lets them go wild, you know, you can't do that.
In Minnesota, Patriot Sherry wants to restore some national pride to the Learwood house.
Okay, everybody ready?
That's a flag I don't believe should exist, so I'm not going to pledge allegiance to it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That is the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. He's basically saying, disrespecting every person, every soldier that's ever died to give him the freedom he has, and that pisses me off.
Yeah,
Shut up, Dan. I don't want to hear it.
Shut up, because you want to talk about soldiers.
No, I want you to shut up and leave me alone for 5 minutes. Get away from me.
I'm telling you that if you're going to talk about me back here and make up this stuff saying
I
I'm a
ain't making
horrible,
up
disrespectful
nothing. It is disrespectful, and you need to
What's
get a grip, little
disrespectful
boy.
is telling me to
You're
pledge
showing
allegiance
respect for
to
the
it, and
people
you're
that
telling me
died for you
I'm
to be
showing
able to run
respect
your
for the
mouth the
people
way
that
that you do.
died for this country to even exist. Respect for the natives
Dan.
that the whole government killed in order to get more land.
Dan, the 30 million...
Get out of here, Greg.
Dan, 30 million people died.
I really was like mad. I was literally shaking. I was so mad. And Greg still let it go.
You know, I don't know that I've been all that successful kind of shaping Dan. At this time in our lives, we're just trying to coexist.
In Kentucky, Mina has ruled that ex-serviceman Ryan has to hold a peace vigil for his Republican neighbors. The turnout is low.
First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody to my house. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I know it may feel uncomfortable to a lot of us, including myself. The thing I just want people to realize is that, you know, people don't want to go to war. We don't want that at all. My best friend Bobby, he's already served in Iraq. He is over there for us, you know, and I just want to make sure that everybody knows that. And that's all I want to say.
God bless you.
As an American civilian, I feel it is important to question the government and hold leadership accountable for the decisions that have been made which affect so many people. I believe that the Bush administration is selling war, and I, Mina Learwood, am not buying.
I grew up thinking that I lived in the greatest country in the world, you know, and
You still do.
9/11 scared the hell out of me. If we have to go to war to get rid of people like Saddam Hussein, then by God, let's go.
I don't see just catching Saddam Hussein as being justification for over 1,200 of our soldiers gone.
Going against the president, it's just not right.
But are we creating more terrorists by our policies in the Middle East, more enemies than we can kill?
In the Christian community, the greatest thing that we can do is pray for our president.
Amen.
I love stuff like that. I live for stuff like that. Those chances to interact with people. So here, maybe that's what I got out the most, is just, you know, this chance to interact with people that are so different.
Sherry has had enough of Greg's complete inability to support her and discipline Dan.
In some ways, Dan has kind of won the battle. And
You're still the parent. He can't win unless you let him.
we're at the point where Dan needs to leave the house.
Have you thought about military school? Dan has been parented a certain way. I can't reparent a child in 2 weeks' time.
Sherry has given up trying to reform Dan. Instead, she decides to concentrate on her rule that there'll be no more shared household duties. As woman of the house, she will do the chores and the cooking. Greg seems rather taken with the idea.
It really smells good.
Oh, thank you. Greg definitely seemed to, you know, get a good feel about this morning. He was happy, and the kids are up, and good morning.
Thanks for making all this.
Oh, you're welcome. This is what I like to do. I like to mommy people. Yay, I got pancakes this morning, and I got my clothes ironed.
Isn't it great? The clothes make the man.
But of course, there's bound to be one person who's not happy with the new arrangement.
Eating breakfast, I could just see a little kid grin on Greg's face. He just loved having this woman servant. He's loving not have to lift a finger. I lost a lot of respect for Greg today.
Mina's new Fun for Kids regime means encouraging them to express themselves through finger painting.
Beautiful! Whose hands are those?
Just doing all this art is just so fun. It's so freeing after being so rigid and restricted.
The new mom is funner than the old mom. Because she's an artist. And my other mom isn't.
Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! No! Oh, stop. That's enough.
Ryan returns home to a newly decorated kitchen.
Pretty good. We used to have things like this all the time when they was in daycare, but they don't really do this type of thing anymore. It kind of sends chills on me because you know they're not going to be that small much longer.
In Minnesota, Dan is revolting. Sherry has declared that it's her role as wife to look after the home, but he breaks the rules in an effort to convince her that chores should be shared.
Am I doing too much for your comfort zone?
Not for me, it's so you get used to the fact chores need to be divvied out.
I believe that the man is the head of the house because when Eve partook of the apple or the fruit that she shouldn't have, she condemned herself and her kind to be under the heel of man.
You may not feel like you're enslaved by your family, but many women do, and that's the mentality that keeps them in those situations.
I kind of feel like you have no respect for how I feel.
It's not that I don't respect your choices, it's just you don't see any other way. I mean, it's not like...
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, the thing is, taking care of kids, a house, and having a part-time job is a lot more work than pretty much any 9-to-5 job. Taking care of kids.
Thank you. I'm trying to prove that to him.
That's my point. It's you got to get into that egalitarian mindset because that is much more healthy for a society than having them divvied up to the man and the woman.
See, when it comes to Ryan, I don't think that he's opposed to helping me.
I wish Ryan would help more, but...
all this stuff that you said, such as, the head of the house, that's the man. And
I don't think that he's opposed to, picking up a little bit of the slack. I think the problem is I've never made him.
In Kentucky, Mine has declared Ryan has to spend more time with his kids. Ryan has stopped doing overtime, and he's agreed to attend a fancy dress party. The kids have been given creative license to design Ryan's outfit.
Ryan and his kids are spending all of these incredible moments together.
It's pretty funny.
I'm going to save it for your prom.
It's nice for him to be here with us because normally he's just at work.
To see all of them smile and laugh like that. I mean, you'll get that out of buying them a toy. Ryan's feeling good. There's just something different, when you do something like this, you interact with them other than buy them something.
Ew, looks like burgers. Dad, how'd you make green macaroni and cheese?
It's my famous recipe. I've had it for years.
I gotta say, Ryan, this is so enjoyable. I am so proud to be your wife right now.
It's the last night of the swap. After her conversation with Dan, Sherry has accepted Greg's offer to help her cook.
I've made it my mission in life to make Ryan feel like he has nothing to worry about. And when I do need help, I almost feel like I'm failing.
Like you have your roles and it's hard to break out from that.
I believe that the man is the head of the house, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have to do anything.
I do think that being here has helped me see that there can be a good balance. And whereas in my house, I don't think there is a balance. I think it's really kind of one-sided.
In Kentucky, Ryan has come to realize how his long working hours have affected his relationship with his wife and children.
But since you've been here, I've actually gotten a little closer to all of them, just in the fact that I have been able to spend more time with them than usual. I couldn't tell you how long it's been since I've seen Tyler this much. I kind of feel like, in some way, I've kind of pushed myself to do the best I can for them, but while doing that, I've pushed myself away from them. And Sherry too. I've probably really pushed myself away from her.
It's the final day of the swap, and the wives prepare to say their goodbyes.
I'm gonna miss the kids here like crazy. They're just great kids.
I'm gonna miss my mom.
Being here has reminded me you cannot agree with another person's beliefs, but you can respect them for what they believe.
After 2 weeks apart, the couples are about to be reunited.
Je t'aime au passé, je t'aime au présent, je t'aime au futur, je t'aime à tous les temps.
It's judgment time as the couples come face to face for the first time.
I don't see that our army being in Iraq is actually defending America. I see it as a very aggressive military action.
I guess what I'm saying is, has the peace vigils that have been going on for God knows when, since Vietnam, has any of that stopped the start of another war?
Why did we get out of Vietnam? Because people were rioting in the street here.
None of us want war. Anybody who thinks that somebody does, that's ridiculous. What I think that we all believe in is freedom.
You guys are very strong authoritarian type figures with the kids. And so, you know, my style is so much more laid back, and they loved it.
What kid wouldn't be glad if you just let them run amok? I personally think that the reason Dan is the way that he is because nobody ever laid down the law and like laid it down.
I don't know, I guess I'm trying to help him grow up and become himself.
He attacked me for my faith because you have a son who believes in nothing.
He believes in something.
No, he doesn't. He straight out told me he doesn't.
I know that Dan believes in people and the power of change within.
Yeah, but that's not faith.
No, but it's belief.
That's faith in
it's
yourself.
Belief.
But
no, it's
anyways,
not belief in yourself. It's a belief in people.
My point was, your son disrespected the flag. He disrespected everything that this country stands for.
No doubt, I have not laid down the law with Dan the way you're speaking. He is a very angry young man, and he's very down on the authority in particular. Now, Greg and I are trying to help him. You know, maybe I haven't made all the right choices, but Dan still believes in our family. I found Sherry's schedule to be a real trap. I don't think Sherry is that happy with it.
I have a lot of insecurities. I do everything I do, not because I think it has to be perfect, but because sometimes I feel like if I'm not perfect, I'm not good enough for him. So there's always that fear, even though I know he loves me, that if I don't do it perfect, that he'll find somebody who does.
One thing I learned is that, you know, I could be spending more time with the kids instead of working. And it really hurts, you know, when she's not there and you have to do it all.
You love her.
A little bit. Hush, don't make me cry.
After their emotional showdown, the couples return home to their children.
Okay, these are definitely coming down.
Hello.
Babies!
Oh,
Yay!
God, the floor is horrible.
You know, Sherry is a guest, and she's not used to your manners and your ways. But I'm just saying that the way you present your views puts people off and makes you look cruel.
Since the swap, there have been changes in both homes.
Through Ryan and Sherry, I got a glimpse into what military life might be like, and the sacrifices and the guts that it takes to put your life on the line for your country. I feel I have a lot of respect for families that have served our country. It has impacted the way that I protest because I am thinking about the soldiers more than just the war in abstract, that war is wrong.
Our home is not run like a military. It's kind of run like the U.S., like a fake democracy.
The show in Wife Swap, Sherry pointed out that level of respect and politeness within our family needed more attention, and it's something that we continue to work on.
And there's been even bigger changes in the Patrick household.
As far as our disciplinary style, I do try to back off a little more.
What are you doing, Haley?
It's good because she doesn't shout at me as much as she used to. I've been doing a lot more art projects. You have to actually think out the colors in your mind and then figure out where you're gonna put them. That's so nice, Mom.
And since the swap, I've cut down my hours at work, probably half, and so I'm spending quite a bit more time with the kids.
All of those pictures look great.
Yeah, I really enjoy spending more time with them. Love you.
See you tomorrow. Since the swap, I've learned, you know, I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to do everything. I can ask for help. It's so funny that it takes a show like this to show you that there's so much more important to worry about than whether or not the carpet's clean.
We're probably better now than our relationship was than we was when we got married.
No, we haven't had any more peace officials.
Love sneaking up behind me. I wasn't ready for his sneaky ways. I wasn't ready for those sleepy days too.